Day 16. I didn't do anything actually yesterday either, didn't do any updates, so I'll kind of just go through the last couple of days. So yesterday was a bit of a frustrating day, didn't get much miles done, having some issues with the steering that are proving disheartening to say the least. I'm really struggling to control basically the steering, and control the boat. So it can do your head in a little bit, but at the same time I'm moving generally in the direction I want. So it's just I'm not really maximizing what's there. But what else yesterday? Oh yeah, yesterday I had 3 Mars bars for breakfast. I hope that's the last time I ever say that in my life. I was trying to sort out trying to get a bit of weight into the stern of the boat. So I was moving all the wet rations back and some of the dry stuff out of the lockers at the back of the boat onto kind of the cockpit. And I found a bag of Mars bars that Andy Styles and Sean Tubb from A-Team Adventures gave me. I couldn't help myself. Had one, had another one, and then I found some coffee that I brought, and then saw a cup, and I said I haven't had a cup of coffee in a while, and I had another one with that. So not kids eat your broccoli, not 3 Mars bars, but listen. Yesterday was after that it was pretty non-eventful. Just tried to pick up a couple of miles, and I think I didn't really give a shit, to be honest with you, after day 14, which was the crazy day. And today again, what can you say? Pretty uneventful. I think I've rowed 8 or 9 hours at this stage from this morning. Slept really well again. A new waypoint from leaving, who's doing my weather. So we're heading that way, only 1,315 nautical miles from it. It's just around the corner. I struggle to stay on the oars for more than 2 hours. Like it's pretty mundane, and your arse starts to hurt, and you're just looking for any excuse. So you're forcing yourself to stay on for the 2 hours, but when 2 hours comes, I can't get off it straight quick enough. And at the moment, I'm just taking like kind of half an hour, 40-minute breaks. But I came up with a little thing today to just help me stay on a little. Just a question when I want to get off is, can you do one more stroke? So that's helped me a little bit. I've asked it a lot of myself today. The sessions can kind of drag a little bit, and you think about all sorts of stuff, like Jesus, your mind hops from one thing to another, from the past, the future, to the present, and people and relationships, and what you want to do with your life, and stuff you've done in the past, and how you could have done better. It's all over the shop. So it's all good. Another thing I kind of came up with as well was, like, when you're struggling a little bit to stay on the oars, is just kind of looking at yourself from a different perspective. So say if you were in a drone or in a whatever airplane, and you were passing by and you saw that one guy just churning along in the middle of the ocean on his own on a boat, and how you'd feel about him, and that's something I've tried to use the last couple of days, just kind of coming out of my own body and going, whatever, 200 or 300 meters into the air, and seeing myself and seeing the area I'm in and the waves, and from a completely different perspective, giving me a different perspective on the situation, which helps a little bit as well. So it's just little hacks to try and keep yourself just churning away. I think the biggest challenge I find is the numbers. You're always thinking about how many miles, what speed am I going, how many miles am I doing today, how many will I do if I do this work for 2 hours and 2 hours and 4 hours or whatever, and then how many miles does that mean I'll do in a week, and then how many, and then that means I'll cross the ocean. So it doesn't fucking matter. It really doesn't, man. You get there when you get there. You're just trying to get that out of my head, stop thinking about the outcome, and just be more present, and just think about every stroke, and enjoy it. And if you can enjoy it, if not, just kind of try and switch your brain off to a different place, and just keep kind of churning away, and keeping making big efficient strokes that are getting you somewhere, like, because every stroke is getting you that little bit closer. So that's about the last couple of days. Cabin is a little bit drier, thankfully, after a couple of capsizes. Not so much moisture, and had a few texts through, which is always nice. It's nice to know people are thinking of you. Oh, and I read a couple of letters as well, which were great. I read Jenny and Noel, rabbits and flies as well. So yeah, and I'll continue to reread them because they're amazing. Yeah, have some photos as well my parents gave me, which I looked through again for the second time today. Just ones from childhood and holidays, and yeah, as a kid, as a baby, and even a few more recent ones, and ones of Elmo and that. So they're really cool.